Good morning, people. Good morning. I see Ronald has already gone gangbusters on the puzzle. When I put a new puzzle up, I always like to do the first couple words so it doesn't look like it's just a screensaver. And then I go get my coffee and I come back and Ronald's got it halfway done. This was supposed to be a hard one, but that didn't stop him. Let me see if I can get a few more while I'm waiting for daughter mine. Oh, I didn't turn on my room light. I'll do that. Else I look like I'm in shadows. Here we go. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay. Uh, let's see. Oh, the weather is still hot. I'm still working up a sweat. I don't normally watch the video recording of the live stream. I made a mistake of watching it while I was making some notes on the thing last week, and I saw exactly what I looked like talking, constantly wiping the sweat off my face. But it can't be helped. Until winter gets here, this is what I'm going to look like. Because I cannot, as you've heard me tell the story before, I was never, as a young person, I just never did sweat very much. It just wasn't part of my makeup. Even when I was hot, I didn't necessarily sweat, especially on my face. One of my daughters has inherited that from me. And so now that I'm going through this change of life and the hot flashes on top of it, it's crazy. I can't get used to having sweat on my face. I see people who are sweating and they just go about their business because they have, like if they're playing sports or working outside or whatever, and they may occasionally swipe their face, but they'll sit there for a while with sweat just all over their face. And I'm like, I can't. The minute I feel it, I have to wipe it off. I thought that 20 across was manila folder, but I thought, no, it can't be that simple. But I guess it is. It had an asterisk in front of it, so I thought it was going to be one of those cheeky answers. But no, it's just manila folder. Okay, herring family member, that is shad. Okay, 6 down, electric model from Nissan. I know it's not called a Leaf, is it? They didn't really call their car a Leaf. Well, I'm gonna try it. So that's the only thing I can think of that would fit. They called their car a Leaf. Okay. Okay. Country with a non-rectangular flag. Could that be Nepal? Yep. Okay, 19 across. Battery contents, but it's got a question mark. I don't know. What's 10 down? See if that'll help. 4th of July cookout staple. That would be beer brats. Yes. Did I spell it wrong?
Maybe.
Beer. Oh, I put an S. It's beer brat. Let's see. There we go. Beer brat. There we go.
And right here at 10:35, we are ready to get started, as usual. Exactly the time that we say we're starting, every time.
You're so silly.
I am super low energy today. I have a headache and I have a tummy ache.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm having a bad time.
Okay, the ways to get around Chicago, 13 down. Would it be L's?
I have taken down the crossword.
No! No! I'm answering questions. I'm being learned.
I've turned the music.
I still hear music. I don't know what you're talking about.
I switched the music. I don't know what's going on with your glitch that you are constantly hearing music when there is no music. Because it says, so I think I might know what it is. Because you use the same room every time. And whenever we turn on the music, I make sure to click the repeat button so it'll just kind of keep playing on over and over in the background.
Mm-hmm.
But then whenever I come in, the repeat button is on, but the music for some reason stops. So I think, honestly, you are hearing what should be correct and we're hearing the glitch because it should not have stopped at all. It's still on repeat. I have to go in and click the repeat button on and off and then press play again, and then the music will play for everybody else. So
just like y'all not seeing my name when I'm in here.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Oh, hush. So hot. I am so hot.
Ooh, you know what would cool you down? Shaving your head.
That's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Honestly, I don't know if it would cool you down that much because I keep forgetting that I have no hair until I walk outside and feel my scalp burning.
Yeah, you need a hat. Because bald people wear hats to protect that delicate skin that hasn't seen sun.
Yeah, I need to make sure I bring my sun hat when we go on the trip this year. Which, I don't know, by then I'll probably have like a little layer of hair, I think.
You still need a sun hat.
Okay, Mom.
You still need a sun. Well, I am your mom.
You know?
You still need a sun hat. Yeah, Ronald quit the puzzle on us. I'm so sad. He said it's not hard. The puzzle, yeah, I decided since there's so few left, instead of being picky, and because some of the ones that say they're moderate turn out to be hard for us, but also Ronald is a crossword puzzle master, so I decided just for what's left, just to go down in the very next puzzle that we haven't done yet.
And just work with it from there.
Whether it's hard, small, large, whatever. So just use up whatever's left.
And are they still not adding any more puzzles? Like, have you been back to the Discord and they're still talking about, like...
I have not been back to the Discord.
Like,
I don't know if they're adding puzzles or not. Because I've resigned myself to the fact that the whole puzzle thing is just part of some crypto NFT scheme. So, and I don't understand half the things they're saying. And when you ask a direct question about, like, is anybody adding more puzzles, nobody answers you. So I'm just going to do the puzzles that are there. And when they're gone, then they're gone. And we're good. Right.
And we'll have to find a new puzzle thing.
Or have to find something else to start our day.
Are you ready for the countdown?
No, because I haven't figured out where to get this air where it'll hit me because I am perishing.
Perishing? I felt like I was perishing when I went outside. I was wearing a hoodie because Wayne keeps it cold in here. And then I got up this morning to go outside to walk the dog. I felt like I was going to die. I felt like I was going to have a heat stroke. I was outside in a hoodie and I had a long sleeve under it.
Crazy girl.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was so hot outside.
Well, I've been keeping the air going at night, which I normally don't do. But since the heat wave started several weeks ago, I know we're past the heat wave, but it's still hot.
Yes.
And so I've been keeping the air running at night, and it helps for the most part combat the night sweats. But there's a brief period around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning where I actually feel cold. I can feel the air blowing on me and I feel cold. But then it goes away and here I am hot again.
That's how I am if I sleep with my electric blanket turned on. I like if I'm just chilling in the house, then I'll usually have it turned up to high. But if I go to sleep, because you know you like warm up in your sleep or
Mhm.
whatever. If I go to sleep, I have to make sure it's down to like 6 or 7 because if I go to sleep with it on high, I will wake up in the middle of the night like drenched in sweat, burning
Mhm.
up, trying to figure out how to kick this blanket off of me.
Perimenopause.
No, you warm up in your sleep. I
You
looked it
are, you
up.
are an old lady.
Incorrect. I'm gonna start counting down, whether you're ready or not. 3, 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday morning edition of the Conversation Chair. I am one of your presenters, Dani, the lethargical ass, and this is my co-presenter, my partner in crime, my wee bairn.
Artemis, the fading away. I'm exhausted.
Aww. For those of you who have never been here before, think of us as being here for your body doubling needs. We are here to be your audio ambiance. We are here to be your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you are doing the laundry, while you are washing the dishes, while you are taking care of the rugrats, or while you are trying to convince the Kindle Unlimited algorithm to serve you some alien or monster romance because you made the mistake of reading a couple male romances and now it thinks all you want is male. And yes,
Is that from your real life?
that is part of my real life because I cannot shake up this algorithm to serve me something that's not menfolk all over the cover.
Also, that is the real life.
That is the real life.
These menfolk are the real life.
And there's nothing wrong with the menfolk. And I read a couple good males. I don't normally read male, but I read a couple because it's weird to me to read male. We've discussed this before, but it's weird to me to read male written by a woman. But when I see some that appear to, because you know they could be using pen names, but if they at least fake it for me and pretend to be a man, it's easier for me to read it.
Yeah.
So I see a male author on the cover. I'm like, okay, I'll give this a try. It looks interesting. It's male with aliens. I could enjoy this, and I have enjoyed it. But then all of a sudden, Kindle Unlimited is like, oh, we thought Dani was a woman. Dani is clearly a gay man. So here, have all of this. We have so much we have not shown you. Take it all. And I'm like, please. Bring me a woman in a Regency dress. Please.
Meanwhile, I've been playing my little app, the Me Chat, and they really want you to spend money.
What explains so much, Ronald? What? I want to know what this explains.
While we're waiting on Ronald to explain what he's explaining, I've been playing my little Me Chat app, and like they make it simultaneously easy and hard to get the gems because you have once a day you get 5 free gems, or if you want to watch an ad, they'll double it for you and you'll get 10 free gems once a day for that. Mm-hmm. So watch an ad for that. And then every hour you can watch 3 ads and get 15 gems, and that's 15 gems total, so like 5 gems per ad. So you can like every hour watch. The ads are just so long and annoying. And I've been trying to get through the ads. I've been trying to because they're the kind of ads that I can't even have a podcast playing in the background and watch it. I'll be listening to my podcast in the background and the audio will come up for the ad and pause my podcast. And if I start my podcast again, it pauses the ad. So they are like, you have to watch this. And I'm like, okay. So I am playing the ads in the background on while we're doing this right now. So I can get some extra coins because you can slowly build up the coins and it works. But also, while we're on the subject of talking about all this stuff, I have a weirdo little clown freak that I've been talking to on this game, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Wait a minute, weirdo clown freak on the app?
Yes, on the app. Yes, in the game, and their name is Vile Darko, which is so all the names are either like all the names feel either so like they're trying to pull a cultural name from a certain thing, or just on the nose. Like one of the ones where I am talking to a werewolf, which I'm not super into that one, so I've kind of stopped talking to him, but left him ghosted, I guess. His name is like something Dark Fang, and I'm like, okay. But I was so mad because I was talking to my little clown person, which I recently found out, like, I just noticed that they're using they, them pronouns because they don't put the pronouns in the little profile. You would think if it's supposed to be like a dating app thing, then they would put the pronouns in the profile, but I just noticed that they're throwing out they, them pronouns for them. And I'm like, oh, okay, cute. But I was so mad because I had saved up all these diamonds, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see what this little clown is doing, because truly the whole story behind this clown is you're on the dating app, and essentially they're like, you want to play a game? And I'm like, not really. And they're like, nah, I heard you got debts, baby. I got money. You want to play a game? And it's like, you're gonna pay off my debts? And I'm like, he's like, absolutely, come play my little game. And I'm
sounding like Squid Games here.
Yes. And so I'm like, okay, I guess. So I go to this like carnival place, and I like walk through this hall of mirrors, and I have to like go through a secret door, and then finally end up at the big top. And they're like walking around like performing as if there is a large audience in this rundown big top, and there's no one there. I am the only audience member, so I have to like cater to him, because I'm like, okay, this is what he wants. I'm like, yay, oh my goodness, such a good performance. And he's like, yes, a discerning audience, and now I need a volunteer. And so he pulls me up, and then he like starts chanting and hypnotizes me. And so I wake up in my bed the next day, and I'm like, what just happened? And he's like, the first part of the puzzle is outside, and I go outside, and there's some balloons, and I have to pop them, and there's puzzle pieces inside. I have to put, and none of this is me actually popping balloons or actually putting puzzle pieces. It's all this
is all in text, right?
Yes. So I'm like, okay, I popped the balloons.
I thought this was a text game.
Yes. And so it's like, okay, I popped the balloons. Oh, there's puzzle pieces inside. Give me a second to put it together. Like, okay. I mostly just, I want to see, it's essentially just a visual novel. Like, I am just playing out a visual novel, and I want to see where the story is going. And so the puzzle like sets up to like an old like carnival that I used to go to as a kid, I guess. And so I go to this carnival, and it takes me a while to get through it, and then I get to the Ferris wheel, and around the Ferris wheel are mannequins. And on the dates, because this is one of the dates where you get to see like backgrounds and stuff. So on the dates, they have like they are truly AI generated. Like, if anyone wants to download this app, it is bad. It is AI. They just want your money. So just laying all of that out there. I'm playing it for a silly little riff, and I'm not putting any money in this game. But just so you are prepared, it is AI.
And it sounds, the way you're describing it, the setup of it sounds like that game that Ronald and I tried early on when Ronald first
what game?
Started hanging with us. They have a girl version, and they have a boy, and they have a boy version. And we did the boy version, and it was something repetitive, like Bang Bang or whatever.
I remember you guys talking about that.
Yeah, I played that I played that longer than I should have.
That's how I feel with this one.
Considering that I have played, I've had Merge Mansion on my phone for 5 years.
Blush Blush is what Ronald says.
Blush Blush, thank you. I think Blush Blush was like the clean version, and then if you wanted the more not safe for work version, where they sent some salacious pictures, and I think it was called, I don't know, or maybe Blush Blush was the salacious picture ones, and the one before that was like Boy Boy or Bang Bang or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah. It feels very much on that vibe of like, you should have stopped playing this game a long time ago. It's not good.
But I kept playing it. But so it's all text messages, basically.
Yes, but it creates these AI generated backgrounds for the dates, and the picture that came up for the mannequins unnerving because like the text for you talking to him shows up in the middle of the screen, and so along the sides of the screen I see all of these mannequins, and they're kind of faceless, but then anytime the text disappears, like if there's a pause in the talking for a second, there's one mannequin dead center with glowing eyes staring at you, and I'm like,
oh no.
It was like scary. I mean,
like the Weeping Angels.
Yeah, basically. And I think they're thinking, I'm pulling them up right now. But I think, yeah, they're labeled as a dark romance. So I should have been prepared for the scary. But so we go, and I've saved up all of my little diamonds to go on this date. And then it turns out all of the mannequins look like people that I know before, and my character is a people pleaser. And so I go up to the mannequin, and they're like, you just have to deny their requests, and then I'll pay you the money. And I'm like, okay. So I have to pull a little card out of their pocket, and one of them is like my coworker. So I pull a card out of the pocket, and it's like, can you take this shift for me? I don't feel like doing it. And so I'm like, which is like a thing that actually happened in my character's past, is I had this like annoying person, and so I'm like, no. And then the mannequin comes to life and starts choking me, and I have yes, and so I have to keep saying like, no, I'm not going to take your shift. No, you need to do it on your own. And then finally, when I stand up for myself and like put myself first or whatever, then the mannequin goes back to being a mannequin. So I have to do that through like a bunch of mannequins, with the final mannequin being me. Like I have to like fight my own people pleasing tendencies, I guess. I don't know. But I did all that, and then he like hands me a wad of cash, and then I wake up back in my house again, and he's like, I hope you enjoyed our little evening soiree. And I'm like, I paid all those diamonds for therapy? What? No, I saved up so many. I have a horny vampire on another line right now, and I paid diamonds to you for therapy? So mad.
Ryan said this is giving him PSD. He saw Weapons on Monday. I keep hearing people talk about the movie Weapons. I've never seen the trailer. All I know is it's a horror movie. I don't know.
I feel like I may have seen the trailer for that one. I wanna rewatch the trailer because Wade and I love horror movies. But I'm so mad that I paid all that money for therapy. But I did get a new cute little selfie from him or from them. Look, this is their cute little selfie.
Oh, good Lord.
I love that outfit so much, though. Like, unironically, I love that outfit so much. But I'm so mad because I could have been using those diamonds for somebody else. Furious.
Okay, so do we have any life updates?
We do, I think. I'm pulling up the Google Keep on the computer because my phone is currently playing ads so I can get more diamonds. Hey, Ari. Google Keep, hello. I could have
sworn that Blush Blush had... Oh, that's what it is. Crush Crush and Blush Blush.
Cute.
I think maybe Crush Crush is the girl version, maybe.
So, life updates.
Okay.
1, I got new little colognes. I've been going on just silly little side adventures recently, I feel like. So remember when I fell into fragrance talk or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I got some silly little colognes that I'm very happy with, actually. So, I'll start from my least favorite one to my favorite one. So this is from Demeter, and they call themselves a singular scent company. So they make colognes that like smell like one specific thing, like orange creamsicle, like puppy breath. They have
cool.
They have one that's called like baby smell. Like they have like weird singular ones. But I got some of their more popular and, from what I understand, more wearable scents, and they seem more wearable to me anyway. Because I think some of them they're doing just for trolls, and then people get them and it's like, it's a funny little smell. But one, it's a cute little bottle. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
They call these their humongous mini splashes. So this is a little splash bottle. But this one is called Bonfire. Ooh, there we go. Bonfire. This one I think is my least favorite because it doesn't really smell like what I expected. Because this one just smells like a man's
smoke.
It doesn't even smell like smoke. I wanted the smoke smell. I wanted the smell of smoke on your clothes after you were hanging out at a bonfire or something. And it doesn't. I think there's florals in there, which make it smell more like just a cologne. Like I'm gonna bring these when we go on the trip. I swear my father has worn something that smells like this before.
Probably.
Like it doesn't, like it has like the very, very underlying hint of smokiness, but not as much as I wanted. So it smells good. Like if someone was like, here's just a cologne, then it smells good. But for something that is called Bonfire, I wanted something different. The next one that I got is Earl Grey tea.
What's that smell like?
I'm re-smelling it. It does smell. I feel like knowing that it smells like Earl Grey tea, it does smell like Earl Grey tea. When I had Wayne smell it without knowing what it smells, what it's called, he said it smells very citrusy, which it does. I think because the Earl Grey tea smell is kind of citrusy anyway, but they added extra citrus on top of it to kind of like blend in with it. And so it does kind of smell like Earl Grey tea, but it leans definitely more citrusy and a bit floral.
Mm-hmm.
But still good, still wearable. And then I got the one which is, I think, one of their most popular scents, and I understand why. I very much enjoy it. This one is Thunderstorm, and it's supposed to smell like, the way they describe it is whenever you're outside and you smell the rain and you're like, oh, it smells like rain. You're not smelling the rain, you're smelling like the rain,
the ozone.
The ozone, the rain hitting the plants and stuff. And so this one I am very happy with, because it does have like a bit of underlying florals and stuff, but this straight up smells like wet grass. It smells like wet grass, and I am so happy. Like it smells like wet grass, like in the best way. It just smells like like it smells like it, and you can smell a bit of the like ozone, you can smell a bit of dirt in there. Like it smells like I am standing outside and it is raining. Like, but not just because like up here I don't smell it as much, especially being in the city. It smells like I am back at grandma's house in her backyard with all of the trees and the grass, and I like it. It smells very good. So those are my scent ones. I would recommend the little mini splashes like these. These are I got them on sale, so I got them for like $6 a piece, but they're only $9 normally, and like you can see like in my hand how big this bottle is. That's gonna take a while. So that is my
how much did you say they were?
$9 a piece.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, so it's definitely a good price if you want to like test out a smell to see if you like it.
Mm-hmm.
But they've got several other ones. I've heard that the orange creamsicle one is very good as well, because they say like it's got the orange, it's got like a vanilla creamy scent, and they say that it's also got like a bit of a woody scent for the smell of the like popsicle stick. I would like to try that at some point.
That sounds interesting. I have to admit, I do like I don't wear perfume, but I do like, or cologne, but I do like body spray.
Mm-hmm. I have some diffuser bottles on the way. I bought some little super cheap atomizer bottles because I don't like the little splash. I like to be able to spray it. And so I got some little bottles that I can pour it into. That way I can spray it.
Yeah, I just feel like with body spray that there is it's not quite as strong as using an actual perfume or a cologne. I kind of get that smell on me without overwhelming people, because I still have flashbacks to when I was pregnant with you, and the smell of practically everything made me sick. Mm-hmm. And it's like you can't tell the world to tone down.
Stop smelling.
To stop smelling. And your father loves to pile three, him, he piles 3 or 4 different colognes on top of each other. Mm-hmm. To make sure he doesn't smell. And
it's blending.
He likes to smell whiffs of it all day as he moves. He likes, if he lived here by himself, you would walk in this house and there would just be a cloud of Febreze when you open the door.
To be fair, I also enjoy that. I had so much fun. Like I put on the thunderstorm, the grassy one, and I was wearing it because I put it on the night before to wait for it to dry down to make sure that I like the smell on my skin when it dried down. And I do. It dries down to like a kind of musky, like definitely more masculine than feminine, but I like it. Like it dries down. I like the way that it dries down. And so I wore it to work the next day, and I remembered seeing it must have been like a YouTube short or TikTok or something. I remembered seeing somebody, I think maybe it was a Trixie Mattel short or something, of how drag queens will spray perfume on their hands, so that then when they go to grab the money from you, then you like smell their perfume and stuff. And I think like drag queens, and I think strippers also will like spray the perfume on their hands, so that when they grab the money from you, you smell it. And so I'm measuring people all day, and so I put a little bit of cologne on my hands because there's one measurement that I know that I have to take while they're smelling, where I have to measure their neck, and so my hand goes right here. And so I like sprayed it on, and like one, I was smelling it myself, and two, I could see their faces like, what's that? No one said anything, but I'm like,
but you could clock that they were smelling it.
You smell my grass. You smell my wet grass.
Ari is talking about some Robin game. This is something y'all discussed on the side without me.
This is something we discussed on the side, and honestly something we probably should not discuss on the stream, because that is apparently a naughty, raunchy game.
Oh Lord, faux outrage.
But that was my cologne journey. I might try a couple more colognes for them just because they are so affordable, like the little bottles. And I might end up
that's honestly I have not bought myself any kind of body spray or cologne or anything in I'd like to say 20 plus years, because any kind of, first of all, I don't wear it every day. It's like I wear something when I have it, or I save it for when I'm like I'm going to Terry's this weekend for our monthly visit, and so I'm gonna spray myself down before she picks me up to make sure I smell nice. And I have, your father bought me that whole box, remember past Christmas, of champagne toast from that. Apparently it's a popular smell, because I heard a couple people talk about it on TikTok. Mention champagne toast, and I had never heard of it, but they just mentioned it in passing. And so I've been using the body wash and stuff out of it, but also the body spray I tuck in my bag to take over to Terry's and just spray myself down so I'm not stinky when I'm at somebody else's house. But in general, that's the only way I get any kind of fragrance, is either somebody will go shopping and they'll be like, hey, I got these samples in my makeup bag, would you like them? Sure, I'll take them. And they'll be like, that big. Or your father and Isaac, when they went on a trip to Barcelona, they were trying different stores, and they went to Zara or something, because they were just trying stores we don't have here. They went to Zara, and they got a little tube. It's thin, but it's like long but thin, of some sort of roll, and it's got a roller on it, so I can roll it.
Yeah, I feel like that would make these better if I had gotten some sort of like roller oil or something. I don't like the splash.
All right. But yeah, so I get samples from people's makeup bags, or when your sisters were in college, they would like come home and then they'd leave, and then I would steal, or not just out of their room. Exactly, not just in college, but they did a lot of back and forth of, go to college, come home for the summer, go to college, come home for the summer, move out for a year, come back, move out for a little while, come back. And so whenever they leave, whatever's left behind is, fair game. So I would take their body wash and their body spray, whatever they had in there, any hair products. Because I haven't bought hair products in a minute either. Because whatever I stole out of Chloe Still, she's like, well, I tried this one. I didn't like it very much. You want it? Yep. I'll use whatever hair product or whatever. I'm not
Mhm.
picky. I'm not brand loyal when it
Mhm.
comes to that kind of stuff. I am getting more brand loyal when it comes to things like food.
Yeah.
Now that you guys are, well, not brand loyal, but like pickier, I guess.
Yeah.
Because when you guys were home and you were kids, and we didn't have a lot of money, we just bought whatever the store brand was or whatever was cheap or whatever. And now that we have two extra people contributing to the grocery budget, I make jokes with people all the time about now we buy butter instead of margarine.
Mhm.
So now I buy instead of the just this week, instead of the $1.25 loaf of plain white bread, I know that I prefer the Italian bread because it holds up, the sliced Italian bread, because it holds up to the sandwiches. It doesn't get like soft or whatever.
Mhm.
So I spend the $3 and get the Italian bread. So I'm more picky with
About what
food
you're
stuff,
gonna, yeah.
but with like things like perfumes and hair and whatever, nope.
This
I
is my
steal whatever leftovers y'all don't want. I take them and I use them up.
this is my first time actually buying some sort of fragrance for myself, because like I've been gifted
Okay, somebody needs to give me the name of that game later off screen.
wild, wild.
If it's not too expensive, because I'm not spending a bunch of money even on that.
Ari's not spending a bunch of money. If he showed it to Tyler and Tyler is playing it, that means that game must be cheap or free, because Ari's not about to spend a bunch of money on that. But this is my first time buying fragrance for myself, because like usually
And Ronald, and
I mean, clearly it's what she enjoys. Just look at her Kindle.
and
But usually I'll have.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
You're
it.
bringing an end to this. That conversation is over.
I'm not gonna say it.
This is the end of Pern Kerner.
Let's just say we both enjoy the same thing. So
This is the end of Pern Corner. We're done. We're cutting it off. Like I was saying, this is my first time buying a fragrance for myself, because usually I'll get like, every year when someone's like, what gift do I give a lady? They're like, here's a box of like soaps and lotions and sprays and things. Like, the Christmas sets or whatever. So I truly
see, and I don't get those. I don't ever get those. I got, this year was the first time I got one of those. Thank you, Ronald. This year was the first time I got one of those from your father. And I think it might have been because he just has run out of things to buy me. I mean, I have my whole wish list.
Yes. Yeah, I was
but
like,
I think it pains him
to go off the list.
He likes to go off the list. I think it pains him not to buy, because we've discussed this before, but we are of an age where where we grew up. I think it's regional as well as our age. But there's certain things that you buy your lady friend.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know, Ari. But there are certain things that you buy your lady friend, like clothing and stuff like that. And so he has trouble understanding, because I don't think he's bought me a single coloring book. I think he leaves that for you guys to buy me.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's bought me any coloring books or I'm thinking no coloring books, no coloring pencils, no art supplies. Mm-hmm. He's bought me yarn once, and he's bought me knitting needles once. Mm-hmm. I still need to find something to do with those giant knitting needles. He's like, I see you don't have these in your collection, so I got you a set. And I still feel guilty that I have. Yes, they're like 20 millimeter or something. I mean, they're like this. I'm like, I need to find something to do with that so that he can see that I'm using them, because he bought them for me. You know how I am.
Well, if you use them with like a Bernat or something, it would make, I feel like, a fairly like airy like
Yeah.
cloth, and so it would be nice big like.
Mm-hmm. But, so, job hunt.
Yes. So I went to an interview on Monday at a uniform retail place, and
like Cintas, one of those kind of places.
I guess I don't know what Cintas is.
Cintas.
I've seen that written around places. I did not know what that meant.
Maybe I'm mixing them up with somebody else, but I think they like deliver the uniforms to places and pick them up and wash them and deliver them back.
No, this is more of a local place, which is I'm not saying the name of it. I'll probably eventually forget and say the name on stream at some point, but I'm trying to keep a semblance of not saying things. Anyway, but it's it's more of a local place. They have
kind of like a place where nurses buy their scrubs or something.
Yes, where nurses buy scrubs, where private school kids get their uniforms.
Okay.
And we have Asheville is the center for it. But we have locations, like they just said they sent somebody out to like Charlotte. They have locations over in Charlotte and stuff like that. But it's just mostly in this area. But I went in and did the interview. I showed y'all the picture of my little outfit in the Discord that I wore that day. But I went in and did the interview, and it went very, very well.
Good.
Yes.
This sounds like it might be close to, because you just finished at Men's Warehouse, so it's dealing with clothing.
Still at Men's Warehouse, but yes, still dealing with clothing. And they said that that's one of the reasons they wanted to interview with me, because the stuff would overlap so much. And I brought my little I printed off Loki printed these at work on the work computer. I printed off my my references here. Not giving away anybody's numbers. I printed off my references, but then on the next 2 pages with my references, I printed off Google reviews with my name in it.
Oh, look at you, fancy! I went and looked up some of those reviews, by the way. I did look at them.
Am I not all over their page?
Yeah.
Yes, and so I'm like, I need to do something with. I have 2 pages. I'm like, I need to do something with all these Google reviews. Because they showed that
you're not going to trust that somebody's going to go look for them themselves.
Exactly. I'm like, I will bring them to you. And she was very impressed. She was like, that is such a good idea, and you have so many. I'm like, thank you, I'm good at my job. So TLDR, because I want to string y'all along forever, they sent me the job offer for the job. And it is, I have replied and said yes. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them to get the onboarding and stuff. But they sent me the offer for the job. And it is, I am making only 50 cents less than I'm making right now as a manager. I will be once I get on board and everything. I will be making only 50 cents less than I'm making as a manager as a retail person at their store. So
good.
So
you won't have the manager responsibilities.
Exactly.
And be making roughly the same money.
Exactly. And they're closed on Sundays.
Because I didn't tell your father yet that you were leaving Men's Warehouse.
And now I told him myself.
You told him?
Yes, he called me and was like, hey, are you at work? Do you have such and such color shirt that you can get for Wayne? And because he was getting the shirts, but he was out of like Hobby Lobby. So he's like, you have this size shirt for Wayne. And I'm like, we don't carry Wayne size in store. I would have to order it. And I'm like, I can order it, or I can order, like, it'll be cheaper if we order it on Amazon. And he's like, oh yeah, I didn't think about Amazon. He's like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I'm about to quit my job. I'm trying not to quit my job.
Oh, so you told him. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you guys talk to each other outside of me, because we went through a period where all of you kids came to me and then I'd have to go to him.
Because he always seems busy. I don't want to bother him. He's busy.
And he would do the same thing. He would come to me and say, talk to the kids, blah, blah, blah. And now he doesn't do that as much. He does it sometimes when he wants me to ask you something, because he knows you and I talk to each other every week.
Yeah.
So I still don't think he knows 100% that we're doing this live stream. But he knows you and I talk every week. He knows that there's video going on because he has come in here. Yeah. But I think he thinks it's the same as when we play games on Sunday. Where it's just us. I don't think he realizes that this goes out to the world. And to be fair, we only have about 5 viewers, so it's not like it's going out to the world. It might as well be Sunday game night.
I'm gonna start sending him links to the videos that were saved, like to our old streams. Look at us talking to people.
You're not allowed to do that.
Okay.
But I'm glad that you found another job. I'm glad that the pay is commensurate.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to hear back because she told me, so I interviewed on Monday and she told, and I'm like, when should I said, first of all, are you going to contact me either way, yes or no? And she said, absolutely. And I'm like, when should I be expecting to hear from you? And she's like, I got 3 more reviews today, but you will be hearing from me before the end of tonight. And because she literally said the phrase, I love everything about you. Like, so I was like, I feel pretty good about it, but just in case. And so then later that night, I got the message on Indeed that she was like, me and the other interviewer both really like you. We think you'd be a great addition to the team.
They send messages to people on Indeed?
Yeah.
I mean, I've only ever used it to send out a resume, but I've never gotten any response from anybody.
Yeah, especially
I didn't realize that was...
They have to like set it up to be able to do that because a lot of companies, like bigger companies, you have to like leave Indeed to apply on their site, but some companies will set it up so that you can just apply directly from Indeed. They'll put all of their questions that they want to ask you on Indeed. So that's what they do. And so then you also have like a messaging path between them. But yeah, she was like, hey, Artemis, thank you again for your time today. Julie and I were both in complete agreement that you'd make a wonderful addition to our team here. We'd like to offer you the role at $17 an hour, which is the maximum they pay, by the way. It was like $16.50 it was like $16 to $17 for the pay, and they offered me the maximum pay without me even asking. I was going to ask. They offered it without me even asking. They said, once we hear back from you, should you choose to accept, we'll let HR know and send you an onboarding link. We look forward to hearing from you. And then I said, like, awesome, I'd love to join the team, absolutely. And then was just asking about like scheduling as far as because we have the vacation coming up, so I don't want to like start the job, go on vacation, and then come back, or I was asking her what she thinks would be best, because we're in like a weird kind of situation there. But I responded to her the next day because by the time I saw her message, it was the next day. I got home and passed out because I've been working so much at Men's Warehouse. And so I messaged her back on Tuesday. It is now Wednesday, so today is the 3rd day, and I've not seen an onboarding link. I have not seen another message on Indeed, so I might maybe throw another message her way. If I don't hear anything today, I might throw another message her way, just like, hey, I just wanted to make sure that you saw this. Yep.
Thank
you, Ronald.
All this counting stitches, he's trying to move us on to Yarny Thoughts. You got one more thing, yes. A custom calamity?
Yes, the very last thing is it was a guy who came in, or he called, essentially, weeks ago, he came in and ordered 2 custom shirts and a custom suit. One of the custom shirts came in, and it came in time for him. He was supposed to be wearing it to someone else's wedding, and then the rest of the stuff was for his wedding, if I'm not mistaken. And so he got the first shirt in, and it was not what he wanted. Like one of the chest measurements was off, so it didn't fit correctly, and it was supposed to be monogrammed, and it wasn't monogrammed. Like, he didn't pay for the monogram, but it was supposed to be monogrammed, and they didn't do it. And so he was very frustrated. And the second shirt that came in was the measurements and everything were based off of the first original shirt. And so he's like, okay, so that one's not going to come in right either. And he's like, I don't know about the suit and everything. And so TLDR, he interacted with several different people and then got to me and ended up saying on the phone to me, Artemis, I just want to let you know that I'm not upset with you or anything, but I'm very frustrated with how this whole situation has been handled. And I think I want to go ahead and cancel everything, and I will be giving you, like, he gave me all his contact information, phone number, email address, gave me his wife's phone number because they were talking as well, and he's like, and I just want to make it clear that I do not want to work with anyone but you going forward. Which, like, I feel like from his perspective, definitely sounds like I trust you to handle this. You've handled it well so far, and I want to make sure that it gets handled correctly. So I want you to do it. What I hear when people say that, because I've had that said to me multiple times, and what I hear when that is said to me is everybody else has fucked up. You're the only one who hasn't fucked up yet. But if you do, that's the final straw, and you're catching my wrath. Like, it is so scary. Like, because I'm like, because I have no problem handling angry customers, but when I handle an angry customer that's like, nah, you're the good one, then it feels like, oh, you're the good one, and when you mess up, then it's over. And then who's going to be there catching all of the anger? Me. I will be the last person you have talked to, and you're going to yell at me. But he got it handled. Like, we everything out, and it got like, we did a return, and he's like, I appreciate your professionalism. He gave me a business card too that was like, if you ever decide to leave Men's Warehouse, this is the job that I work for. They're great. If you ever see any job openings, go ahead and apply and he gave me like his personal business card. Go ahead and apply, put my name down. I will absolutely vouch for you. So I've got that as well. If anything happens, I'm just like,
you're out here contacting, networking. That's the word I was looking for. Networking
without even trying to. I'm just doing my job. Like, I don't understand when you're working in a customer service job and you are not trying to give good customer service. Like, just work somewhere else. I don't like.
But the problem is that customer service jobs are unfortunately so easy to get because there is such turnover. Because as you know yourself, it can be, sometimes you feel like you need hazard pay because customers come in hot.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't want to deal with that. And so they working for 6 months and they leave. They working for, or like in my case, I did call center for many years, and it wasn't so much the customers, because I can deal with people cussing or whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much the customers as it was the guidelines from the companies themselves. They feel like you should be able to handle this many customers in this short amount of time. They want rapid, quick. They want to dictate exactly how you talk.
Yes.
And again, I understand that because, at least in my case, the first call center I worked in was when call centers were first becoming a thing around here. And so a lot of people, most of the people who were working in the call center had never worked in a call center before, because we didn't have call centers around here. This is an area where everything is like textile mills, or used to be textile mills and factories. And so a lot of these people come off either working retail or McDonald's or something like that. These are the kind of people that came off of working from Walmart or whatever and come in to work in the call center because they look at that as a step up. But to be,
that's the same.
Not to be rude. Well, at the time the pay was more than what you were getting at something like a McDonald's or Walmart or whatever. And but a lot of back then, which again was only because this was when you were in like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. So this is not,
little baby.
I mean, it's not the 1960s, but it's still 20 plus years ago. And a lot of the people, you could still just get a job at Walmart with not even being a high school graduate, or just have your GED or whatever. So these are a lot of people, very funny, Ronald. These are a lot of people who, not to be rude, but they never worked in an office. So they didn't understand necessarily how to
office etiquette and all of the
and that you can't talk to people on the phone the way you just talk to your friend.
Yeah.
And so I understand why the company felt like they needed a speech to give people so they had certain things to say, but it was chafing to me because I have always worked office jobs.
Yes.
So I know how to talk to people.
Yes.
So I know how to use proper grammar. I mean, I may chop it up with people.
Like, if you feel like if you're building good rapport, because I do that with people all the time. Like, I was talking to a customer and I was like getting the iPad pulled up to pull up his little wedding thing, and we were just chatting. We were like just talking about stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I got these 2 colognes. It smells like wet grass, blah blah blah. And this lady came over and was like, hey, actually, I need some help. And I'm like, oh, okay, give me just a minute. And and she's like, oh, I thought you guys were just friends talking. I'm like, nah, I just sound chatty with everybody I talk to. Yeah, I'm helping a customer, but I just sound chatty with everybody that I talk to. And I like sent her to help somebody else, and she's like, oh no. And she like after the fact came over, she's like, I feel like such a goofball. I'm thinking that you're right. And I'm like, no, it's okay. I just sound chatty with everyone. Like, but like if you're building like good rapport with people, then it's okay to drop it a little bit, because that builds the good rapport and they want to like come back and talk to you. Like they'll leave good reviews and they'll leave good vibes. So like I definitely understand wanting to have some guidelines, but also there are some situations where that's not applicable. And that's how I feel also about, because
I mean, if you listen, because they have recorded calls, so if you hear me and you hear that I am using proper English, I am using, office grammar, and I'm not speaking like I'm out in the streets.
Yeah.
I'm using proper English and I'm getting the thing across. Then it doesn't matter if I use your exact words. Exactly. I told them that there was a deposit. I told them about the waiting period. I told them about, somebody coming to check the meter or whatever. I told them what they need to know. I didn't say it in the exact words that you wrote down on the paper.
But information was conveyed.
The information was given, and it was given in proper English, so very professionally.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why you have a problem.
I have room service. I got French fries.
So you dealt with your customer calamity and it all worked out.
Yes, it all worked out. It was all good, but I was just like, I think one of the other reasons that I was so stressed about that situation is because I am a manager. And so if something like that goes wrong, there's no one else that I can kick them up the hill to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I can give them the customer service number, but everybody at this point is savvy to, like, if you're calling a customer service number, like, it's
not a manager.
Old and you're not, all this stuff. Like, I don't know.
Let's move on to Yarny Crafty thoughts.
Yeah.
Because you don't have any upcoming markets, right?
I know I have a birthday party that I'm working. So this upcoming Saturday, Wayne and I are going to a friend's birthday to attend the birthday. And then the very next day on Sunday, I am working someone's birthday doing henna.
So you have a couple things going on, but not much. I didn't get much done because as far as Yarny Crafty stuff, I'm going to tell you that now, because if you read the Discord, you'll see that I had I was fighting headaches this weekend. So I barely picked up. I think when I left that message, I had like 12 rows to go. I have 6 rows to go now, but I was fighting a headache on Saturday. I was fighting it on Sunday.
And then you passed the headache E.
And so I just did not feel. And then I remembered that I wanted to twist my hair to go to Terry's house this weekend, because I wanted to do a dry run of how it would look with my hair twisted and have the
hold up thing. We have to pause the scandal that's going on. Ronald says, I am on box 10 of 13 of my Wooble kit. I also got a replacement hook and needles kit, the one that sent the wrong color. And guess what? They sent a different wrong color.
Oh my God.
Scandal.
Oh my God.
So we know not to order from Hook and Needles anymore. Oh my goodness.
Well, I don't do any of those subscription boxes anyway.
I haven't tried
Because
it.
I can just see, because I'm tempted
Sorry.
sometimes. I see, like, because like Hirschner's and Mary Maxim both have these, like, you know, $20 a month. They'll send you a different kit. Either you can subscribe to the knit one or the crochet one, and it's like a surprise. And you get a different for $20 a month, which is not terribly expensive. I mean, it's right at my limit, my upper limit of what I would want to spend for any kind of anything. But were you eating French fries?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can just picture myself every time I see that. I'm tempted by it, and then my immediate next thought is, "Oh, I'm gonna have boxes of kits piled up here in my office that I haven't touched." Either because I don't like the pattern they sent me, or I like it, but it's like, oh, I haven't gotten to it. I don't have time because I have all these other projects that I'm interested in. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to get up because somebody, if you go in the linen closet and you don't shut it properly, the fan will blow the door open, and now the air is blocked. And you know I'm already hot.
Yep.
So I'm getting up. It'll just take me 2 seconds.
It is now the Artemis Show. Welcome. Today we will discuss more fragrances. There are other Demeter fragrances that I want to buy. Let's look at the list and see what we have. I really do want to do the orange creamsicle one. And there's another one. So there was campfire and then bonfire, or like fireplace and then bonfire. And I'm wondering, I kind of want to try the fireplace one, but the reviews that I've seen of people smelling the fireplace one, they say it smells smoky, but not like fireplace smoke. They say it smells like cigarette smoke, which, ew. No one wants, I mean, I like a cologne that smells like wet grass, so I can't really be talking, but I personally do not want a cologne that smells like cigarettes. I do not need this. I've smelled enough cigarette smoke in my life, which is wild considering my parents don't smoke. Like, I did not grow up in a household of smoke, but like working in restaurants and everybody out there taking their smoke break, and I'm like, y'all get an extra like 30 minutes a shift out here smoking in the back lot. I'll just stand out here with you. This is my smoke break. I'm not smoking. This is my chocolate break, I guess. I'm gonna eat some chocolate out here. Like, sorry. That just reminded me of being angry of people going outside taking smoke breaks, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna also take a 10. Like, y'all are out here just because you chose to ruin your lungs? You get this extra time off? Absolutely not. I'm also gonna stand outside. Anyway. Let me go to the humongous mini splashes. It's like 5 ounces in this bottle. They're like, it's a decent amount. It's not 5 ounces, 0.5 ounces. 0.5 ounces, 15 milliliters. And it's just a decent sized little bottle. I love them. I think I had one. I thought I had one saved. Oh, the other one that I kind of want to try is Petrichor, but I feel like Thunderstorm does a good job of getting a Petrichor smell. Ronald, I will also take a cancer break. Now, I once bought candy cigarettes and went out, back when I was at Waffle House, and went out and just had my little candy cigarette while I was out there, and then just like ate the candy. It's funny. So there's one that's called Dirt, and I kind of really want to smell the dirt, because like in the Thunderstorm one, you can kind of smell a little bit of like dirt, like earthy dirt smell underneath, but I wonder what just straight dirt smells like the cologne. I wonder what straight dirt smells like. But they also, like, some of these are wild. They've got like kitten fur, tomato. Who wants a cologne that smells like a tomato? What does that even smell like? And
really, what does tomato smell like?
And then just next to that, funeral home.
No.
Exactly. I cannot. Like, what? No. But there's so many like good sounding ones too, like marshmallow. Condensed milk actually sounds like it would smell pretty good, I think. Because it would just smell kind of like creamy, right? I'm a little worried to try that though, because I've heard that some of the they call it something like lactinous or something. They call it something, but the milky fragrances that have a milky feel to them, depending on your body chemistry, if you put them on you, they could smell like sour. Like they start to smell kind of sour. Yeah, and I don't want to even risk my $9 on that. Ronald says, if I get a tomato cologne and hubby gets the bacon one, we can be a BLT.
Oh, Lord.
Hello, Robin.
Good morning, Robin. The most crafty thing I got a few more rows done on my white shrub, so that's gonna be done because I'm gonna finish that up probably this week before I go to Terry's, because I've done all the I'm down to the bell part now
of the sleeve.
So yeah, I'm down to the bell part of the sleeve. I'm looking at it right now, and so it's like 1, 2, 3. So I guess roughly 6 rounds left to go. So that's so the white shrug is definitely going to be done for vacation. And I'm debating because I still have 2 balls this size left.
Dang, I used a lot of yarn.
Yeah, you did. I still have 2 balls this size left. So I have enough to either make a white head wrap, but I made that head wrap. Thank you, Robin. I made that head wrap 2 trips ago. Mm-hmm. The hairpin lace one.
I don't remember. Do you have a pattern to pull up?
I probably do. Okay. So I made the hairpin lace one, and so and it's white, so it'll go with this. So there's no need really for me to make another one.
I think it's supposed to be the same over here, Ronald. 99 degrees. Well, it'll probably be a little cooler for me, but it'll probably be that where my mom is.
A high of 87 today.
Ooh, so where are you, Robin? What state you in?
Don't be doxing people.
I'm not asking what her street number is. I'm asking. What is your street number and which room is your bedroom? Like, come on. We have a high of 84. We are catching so many. Are you getting a lot of rain over there? I feel like we are catching so much rain, probably from the hurricane off the coast. Are you also getting a lot of rain, Mother?
We got a lot of rain last week.
Okay.
We're not getting this. It hasn't rained yet today. We're not really supposed to get rain till later in the week.
Ronald said country of USA. Oh no, I said too much.
Y'all are goofy. Absolutely goofy. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing a dry run. I went ahead and twisted my hair, and this was just a reminder to me that, because I thought, I'll just twist my hair right quick, and I expected to have it all done on Monday.
Right quick.
Because I usually can do it in one evening, but I could not do it in one evening because, like right now, my hands feel normal. Okay, I feel like my hands are normal until I start touching stuff and start using my hands, especially this hand. That's when I have, like, even doing this right now, my hand still feels like, it's my normal hand. As soon as I start trying to do twists and things like that,
your hand's going out.
The numbness in this hand, it starts really activating. And then after I've done a few, I can't feel this, feel what I'm doing. So I have trouble feeling what parts are already twisted and what parts are not twisted. I had to, and I don't stand in the mirror while I'm twisting my hair. So like I had done the front part, And then I got up and looked at it, and I had to redo the front part because I had done big chunks and it was all loose and everything. And I was like, oh no. So I had to redo the front. But so it took me 2 evenings to get my hair done.
That's how long it usually takes me to twist my hair when I have a full head of hair. I mean, you saw that.
I don't have as much hair as you do.
But it's still a full head of hair. What do you mean? And you saw that year that we were on the cruise and we were like in the airport and me and Chloe were both twisting my hair and it took several hours.
Yeah, because you have way more hair than I do. But yeah, so what my plan is this weekend, I want to twist this and then pull it up and do the bun and see how it looks with just the twists and the bun, you know, especially in the back. Mm-hmm. But yeah, even if
bobby pins, because some of those twists I can see right now are gonna spring.
So that's why I twisted my hair, so I would know. Because my plan right now, unless I change, is to just throw all my wigs in a bag and take at least. I'm definitely taking the gray one I just bought, and probably the reddish one. I'll probably take that one too, and maybe my black one.
I'm bringing a singular wig, and it's the one that's on Colette right now.
So I will have this out during the day while we're playing games, and then at night when we go, because that's when your father's most likely to want to take pictures. It's around dinner time. Yeah. So at night when we go to dinner, I will put my hair away in some sort of hairpiece or wig. That is the plan. I went ahead. Oh, do you have yarny things that you want to mention?
No, and I don't. I truly think I'm going to be working on this cardigan on the boat, because I was just told the other day, I think I posted in the Discord, I was just told the other day that going forward, every day that I work, I have to work open to close. So I'm going into the store at 9 a.m. and leaving at 9 p.m. every single day.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Robin said her grandma used to do teeny tiny braids in her hair when she was little, even when she had arthritis.
Wild.
Strangely enough, I can do because I feel like when I say I have trouble doing things with my hands, I feel like people are thinking to themselves, well, how are you knitting and crocheting? Mm-hmm. But first of all,
you can see that
this hand, I only have a little bit of numbness in this fingertip right here. Mm-hmm. And the rest of this hand is good. This hand, it's like all of this here, which is the main part of my hand that I use. All of this here is where the numbness is. So, and I do have some in these tips as well. So the good part of this hand is gone. Mm-hmm. And but since I am right-handed, when I knit or crochet, this hand is pretty much just holding stuff in place.
Yes.
And all the work is with this hand. Or even when I'm knitting, it's like, this. So, what do you mean?
Which hand did you say is your more numb hand? Your left hand or your right hand?
My left hand.
Oh, that's what's confusing. You're flipped for me.
Yeah, my left hand is more. So when I knit, it's this hand that's doing all the work.
Yeah,
and this hand is pretty much just holding things. So that's how I can knit and crochet and not really have a problem.
You're flipped for me. You're saying the opposite. Continue. Her grandmother crocheted and was a seamstress and a cook. You don't really need two hands to do a lot of stuff.
But strangely, even though I'm right-handed, I've always used my left hand to open jars and stuff. And so I have trouble opening jars and things. That's why they got me
You're not both hands?
No, usually, like, if this is a jar, I do that.
You grip with your left hand?
Yeah.
Girly pop, just switch. do you mean?
Well, now I have the grippy thing, and I could just. That's the crazy thing. If I'm normally opening a jar, I normally do this, and then I can't get it open. So then I get the grippy thing and put the grippy thing on here, and then I use my right hand.
We're shutting the screen down. Bye, y'all. Like, subscribe, leave a jar comment. We're shutting it down.
But anyway, there's not much in yarn news this week other than Yarnspiration sent me an email for their fall stitch along. I hate
all subscribe to Yarnspirations because you show an email every week. I feel like you're all subscribed.
I hesitate to I don't want to harsh anybody's mellow, but it looks ugly AF.
Because
it's all Bernat blanket and not even in a good way. It's not cute at all.
Well, so I'll go ahead. Yeah.
Because they have they don't have it in the email, but they have a trailer for the
like a movie trailer for this blanket?
Well, but they say, "Oh, come join the stitch along." They always do a trailer of starting in blah 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 when we're going to be doing the stitch along.
Oh.
And
well, while you're pulling that up, Robin says, "That's how I am. I'm right hand dominant, but there are a few things that my right hand does more often and better. My left hand grips things better." Ooh, playing pool. She's ambidextrous. I'm right hand dominant and I can't even think of anything that I do with my left hand more than I would with my right hand. What? This hand don't do nothing. Not a thing.
Oh.
Even like my water bottle is over here on my right side. I could very easily grab my water bottle right hand and open it with my left hand cap, but I will grab my water bottle, switch hands, and open it. Oop. Let's do all the things. Get up there. Bernat extra thick too?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Do they show a sample? Put this on 2x speed, please.
Oh, what'd you say?
Put this on 2x speed, please.
I don't know how to do. I know how to do that. I need to stop saying that. I need to stop saying that.
I just want to see. Is that the blanket?
That's a pillow.
Oh, okay, and a very ugly bag. Oh yes, no. The pillow is cute. The bag,
and then a very plain blanket.
Yeah. Ooh, I kind of like that one. And I'm getting notifications. Yo. Oh, you could use your
those are the needles that your father got me.
You can use your needles for it with that Bernat extra thick.
That's a basket that they're making, not a bag. It's a basket because in the email it's like okay, in the email it's like okay, you can either do your den or you can do something else, and they have two different color schemes for a pillow, a blanket, and a basket. But that just looks homely.
Yeah,
and not in a good way because I know the British say homely like we say homey, as in to make it all cozy and cuddly. Yeah. The British say homely, but Americans say homely like ugly AF, and that's what that is.
Ronald says, "Okay, I can make that pillow. I have some of that frosting left over. The pillow is good."
Wait a minute, Ronald. Why do you have that frosting? Why would you even buy that?
Who knows? We will find out when he responds. Robin says, "Pillow nice, blanket nice, bag ugly." That's ugly, and I agree. The pillow was a decent pillow. The blankets, decent blankets. The bag, the basket, nah.
I mean, yeah, the blanket and the pillows were okay, but I don't like them enough to buy, because that yarn I know is expensive.
I would maybe buy it for the blanket, but not for a pillow. Because we are not in the tax bracket to have nice throw pillows, and also I have dogs. It's not gonna. Ronald says, I did a huge blanket for Paris using the frosting yarn. He requested it specifically. I had to buy a 20mm hook for it. Wild.
But yeah, so the other thing is, if you can bring it back in, is I just wanted to mention, they sent another email about, just reminding you, Red Heart quilt motif yarn. But I scrolled down to this part of the email because it says corner to corner crocheted stripes. And I didn't think about it when I first looked at it, because I assumed it was another granny square kind of configuration thing. But no, this yarn is done corner to corner.
But how?
So are they gonna be teaching you corner to corner on that label?
Are they gonna be teaching you? Maybe you can finally learn corner to corner. I love corner to corner.
I do not.
I love to see
it. Breaks my brain. I don't understand how people do so much of it, because it
so
breaks
easy.
My brain.
I'm gonna bring some extra yarn on the boat just so I can teach you corner to corner.
It breaks my brain.
It's so easy.
Well, you do that because it breaks my brain. It does. And because I have a lot of when I was in my picture, Graphgan phase,
mm-hmm.
a lot of the Graphgans people make are corner to corner, and I'm like, I can't make myself do that.
That right, Ronald? Robin says both of your names start with Ra, and it's gonna mess me up forever. Robin says, too bad you don't have sponsors for your YouTube channel. Then they can buy yarn for you to use. That's why I haven't used fluffy yarn yet. One day, maybe.
We are not professional enough to have sponsors, ma'am.
I wish. I have seen much less professional people have sponsors.
We are not professional.
We need to figure out how to get these sponsors. I need y'all to tell everybody to come watch our videos so that we can get followers, and then the sponsors will be like, ooh, who are these two people over here that people are watching?
Yeah.
Tell everybody to watch your channel.
Only other thing is I did do some coloring yesterday, just because, even though I said I wasn't going to do any more coloring until I finished my stuff, the home stretch is in sight for this shrug, so I felt safe to go ahead and do some coloring while I was waiting for your father to come home. And I'm using my Ohuhu. I didn't finish the picture, so I'm not going to show it. That's not what this is about. I'm finishing my Ohuhu. I was using my Ohuhu water markers, and it just reminded me. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'm going to do because I'm getting to where I've used these markers a lot, and so now I'm starting to run out. I actually dried out a marker and had to throw it out.
Ooh.
So there's one.
What color was it?
Oh, what? No, wrong hand.
Almost.
No.
Left hand can't figure it out? Almost. There we go. What is that? Why is the tip all torn up?
That's what I'm saying. That's what happens to the tips.
From you coloring?
Yes, and I don't even color hard. I barely touch the paper, because that's what I like about the brush tip markers is that you can barely touch the paper and the ink just goes.
It looks like you were over here coloring like Tommy Pickles.
Exactly. It just goes so smooth. Meanwhile, this is one of because this is my old box of fine liners. You can see tore up. And I turn them upside down when it's about to dry out. So I know this is one that is on its last legs. And I've used these a lot. Look at this. Look at how perfect.
Yeah.
Look at
that's also Maybe the brush tips are just a lot more delicate than I realized, because that's a bullet nib. So that's like, that's solid.
No, Robin, I was not chewing on these markers. They are not tasty.
It is torn up. That is wild.
Torn up. But see, I don't like, this is, I guess, I don't know what they call these things. This is a bullet, I guess.
Yeah, that's a bullet.
This is, on here they just call it broad, but like, see this,
that's a chisel tip.
I hate these.
That's a chisel tip.
These tear up every one of my coloring book pages. These are very hard and they tear up the paper.
Yes.
So I try to use them as lightly as possible to just like set it on there and let the ink
spread
or something, because it tears up the paper. So I hate these.
That's what I used in my book here when I colored the. Where is it? When I did this one, oh my goodness, look everywhere. When I did this one, I would go around the outer edge with the bullet tip, and then I would fill in the center with the chisel tip, the big one that you hate. And that's what those tips are for filling in.
Yeah, but when I try to do that, all I do is tear up my paper.
Are you sure you're not over here scribbling like Tommy Pickles, just taking the marker? You're like, I hate this.
But you'll be glad to know I bought a new set of these. This is the old box, but the new box is sitting in with my I just got it when I got my wigs.
Yeah.
So the new box is, I'm not even opening it because I'm saving it till we get on vacation.
Ari says, how would you know if they're not tasty if you haven't tried them eating the marker tips?
And I also bought, because I gave in, I was influenced because they talk about these on TikTok all the time. So I bought one. Part of what intrigued me about these is because they come in a small box of 9, which is these.
Ew, what are those?
The Langua markers.
I have not seen those.
You're probably not on Color Talk, because as soon as I go over to my FYP is nothing but people trying to sell me these markers. And I did not buy them on TikTok because they're selling the big box of 172. But when they open the box, it's a bunch of different boxes.
Little packs of that. Yeah.
Little packs. So I went on Amazon and bought one little pack. Just so I could see, because one of the things that I have an issue with is like the blues. I end up using a lot of blue because a lot of the pictures I do have a lot of blue, or there's a lot of blue sky because I like to do landscapes. And so the blues disappear really quickly. So I like the idea of being able to buy markers that are just a range of one color.
Yeah.
Because either I use up a lot of blue, or conversely, when I buy, especially because these are acrylic markers, especially when I buy acrylic markers, it seems like there is one red. There's like one shade of red. But then when you do a color by number book, they will say light shades of red. Yeah, they'll say the same picture will have light red, dark red,
red orange.
Brick red, red orange. Yeah, they'll have all these different shades of red.
And you're looking at your one red marker like, girl, I need you to go far. I need you to flip your wig, make it feel like he's cheap. That song is just stuck in my head, and I do not know why.
You're so weird. But Robin says the markers that she liked were discontinued, and she hasn't found a good one since. That's a shame. I really like these Crayola. People talk junk. Well, they don't talk junk about Crayola. Whenever I watch these coloring, because there's two camps. There are the colorists like me who just color in coloring books, and then there are the artistes who went to art school. They actually draw and stuff like that. And both groups tend to look at Crayola and think the nicest. They're not out and out mean, but they say, oh, well, we all grew up with Crayola. Crayola has, held us down for a while, but they're not artist grade. They're not whatever.
I see. I get those videos all the time.
So then they try to move you on to the Hulus or something else like this. But I'm telling you, the tips on these are just
tear up.
They look like somebody's chewed on them now.
I see those videos all the time of like TikTok videos or like YouTube shorts or whatever of like an artist that has like they've drawn a picture and they split it down the middle and they're like, this side is a Crayola and then this side is professional marker. And like this is what it looks like, and like comparing the two. I get those all the time.
But I'm happy with my Crayons. I just wish that if this fine line set came in one of those kits that was like 100 markers or something like that, I would buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I would buy it. And I know the super tips are probably very similar, but I'm just thrown off by the fact that they don't have any names or numbers on them.
Yeah, that is frustrating. Because when I was coloring the one that I just showed in my little book, I tested the colors on a separate page because I was like, okay, I need a light and a dark of each color. So I'm like, here's the bright yellow, here's the dark yellow, here's the bright blue, here's the dark blue. And I tested it, and then just next to all of the ones that I liked, I wrote the little number that's on the top of the cap, and that way I could just put them all back in the box. Because we all know, I've discussed that when I'm
do they have a number on the top of the cap?
Not the smart what are they called? Smart tips? Not the
super
tips. Super tips, sorry. Smart tips. Not the super
tips. I've heard that the super tips don't have any kind of color name or number or anything on them, and that's why I haven't bought them.
The ones that Wayne got me. These all have numbers on them.
Okay, so
it made it a lot easier. So, because we know that I have lost so many markers, I'll take out these markers and I'm like, I know these are the ones that I need, and so I'll just like hold them out, and then they never get put back in the bag, and then I take out more markers, and then they never get put back in the bag. Whereas with these, I tested them on a little sheet, was able to write the number next to it, and then put it back in the box.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I had one of my little sheets, because I do the same thing. I do the same thing where I test out my colors and then write it down. I don't have one of my sheets in front of me, but I test out my colors and I write the number next to them. I write on the top, this is my watercolor set, or this is my acrylic marker set, or whatever, or my colored pencil set. Yeah, I do the same exact thing because it's just easier that way. And she left me, so we shall move on. The only other yarny thing I have is not anything I did, but a thought that I was having was that I've been thinking, like we discussed last week, about me redoing my wardrobe. And I forget what video I was watching. I was watching some video and somebody talked about knitting something I know what it was. I was watching a video yesterday where she was talking about the heyday of knitting in particular on the internet in the early 2000s, really late 90s too, where knitting magazines had all kinds of interesting projects in them. And now when you go and look at patterns, everybody seems to be trying to sell you a $10 pattern for the same beige sweater that everybody else has, and how knitting patterns have just gotten so boring. And it hit a
nerve.
It not hit a nerve, but it struck a chord. That's the expression I was looking for. It struck a chord because I have I've been focusing on crochet a lot for the past several years. Whenever I pick up yarn, it's usually for crochet. Okay, so whenever I look at patterns, I'm looking at crochet, because crochet seems to have been the hotness in the zeitgeist for the last 2, 3, 4 years. And so, but recently I've been in the mood, I want to knit something. And so I started looking again at knitting patterns, and I couldn't understand. I told you I get magazines through my Kindle Unlimited. Unlimited. And so I get
Mother, you can't talk and scroll at the same time. I see you over there scrolling in the corner. You cannot do both.
So I started getting the knitting magazines as well as the crochet magazines, and I looked through the knitting magazines and I'm like, what happened? All of, have I stopped being interested in knitting? Because I thought it was just me, because I spent so much time looking at crochet patterns that I got attracted to all the texture and everything that you get in crochet, that all of the flat, smooth stockinette stitch sweaters all of a sudden looked boring to me. But then I watched this video and I realized, no, it's not just me. A lot of these people are putting out these beige and gray sweaters.
Yes.
And they're just plain stockinette stitch, and maybe they'll have a little bit of a design cable or something around the neck or whatever, but they're all just plain sweaters.
I think that part of the thing is that crochet to me feels so much more accessible. You only have to worry about working with one tool. You don't have to keep any loops on anything really, and it's a lot easier. I feel like with crochet, once you know like 4 stitches, it is so easy to truly go about and make like whatever you want. Like you can F around with crochet like and make something and just like stick the hook anywhere and kind of do what you want. Whereas knitting, you have to know more techniques, be more precise, like keep more like.
I don't feel like that, because knitting is 2 stitches. Knitting is knit and purl, and everything else is a combination of how many knits did you do in this row and how many purls did you do in this row.
But you have to know. You have to know like this many knits and this many purls makes this. This many knits and this many purls makes this. Whereas with crochet, it's like, okay, I need this stitch to be over here. I'm just gonna stick my hook in there. Like you can just pull it, or like I don't know. It feels more intuitive if you don't know all of this stuff. Because like you and I know all of this stuff. We know all of the knitting, and we know how to read patterns and stuff. But for somebody who is like, I want to learn how to crochet, all I've done is watch videos, so I don't know how to read any of the papers or anything. I feel like crochet is a bit more accessible in like I don't know, in faking your way through it and figuring something out. Like if someone were to hand you a ball of clay, if someone were to hand you a ball of clay and say, make this into like a banana, you could like, I know that switching this here moves this here.
Ronald, you made a whole dishcloth. You can't be lost. You can't be lost. But
anyway. Yes, I remember this now.
Yes. So I still have that hair wrap. So I can wear that with the shrug that I made. So I don't really need to make another one. But yeah, I think crochet is more forgivable in that if you drop a stitch in knitting, it's like it could run all the way down and it can be disastrous. Or if one of your needles for some reason just falls out of, like if for some reason somebody pulled the whole needle out of this, then there's a lot of recovery to get this back together. But that wasn't really what the video was about. It was more like, why are there so many basic things when there used to be a lot more interesting color work and everything in patterns?
Oh yeah, the color work,
in the early 2000s and stuff. And this wasn't what the video was about, but it got me thinking, because I went to the comments of the video, and a lot of the people in the comments were like, I remember the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, and a lot of the crazy patterns that were there, like the amoeba hat and stuff like that. But I never would have knit that. So I looked at that stuff and said, I'm not going to knit that. So these newer patterns now that are just basics work just fine for me, because this is what I can wear to the office. And they also made a point about how back then you could knit crazy patterns, because you could go to even a cheap store like H&M or something and buy your basic sweater, and it would be a good quality and it would last you a while.
Mm-hmm.
Now everything is fast fashion, so even if you go out and buy a basic sweater now, even if you bought it from Belk's or Dillard's or a higher end place, it'll still fall apart because everything is crap. So I'd rather just make my own plain basic sweaters myself. And that really struck a chord with me, because I'm like, yes, I'm in the process of replacing my wardrobe. I want some basics. Part of the reason I haven't knit basics for myself is because I like for instance, I like my sweaters to be in that fingering weight. I'm not going to knit a fingering weight. I can go buy something that's the equivalent of a fingering weight. But then I thought about it. I have all these crochet projects. It's not going to hurt me to have a fingering weight sweater on the go and just pick it up wherever. There's no rush. If I'm making it for me, so there's no deadline. So part of what bores me about making a fingering weight sweater is like, oh my God, it will take forever. Well, okay, we'll let it take forever.
Yeah.
I'll just cast it on.
And just pick it up whenever you feel like it.
It's for me, and I'll pick it up whenever I get that itch to knit, because like we've said before, it's two slightly different motions with my hand. And sometimes my hand says, no more crochet. You can knit now, but no more crochet, please. And so I can have that just to the side for when I'm watching something with your father and I don't want to have to concentrate. Stockinette works perfectly because I don't have to think about it. I don't have to look at a chart or anything. So I'm thinking about getting some fingering weight yarn and finding one of these plain sweaters and making myself, because I really want a twin set, a nice early 1962 style where you have like the shell, the sleeveless shell, and then the cardigan, which is the same exact.
Okay, yeah.
That's called a twin set, and I've always wanted one. So I can make it.
Ronald says, I went to Michael's last night and bought 3 cakes. How big were the cakes, Ronald? He says, it was so expensive. We are not in the days of Auntie Joanne's anymore.
I know, that's right.
I want to make one of those octagon shirts. What are you talking about?
That octagon that Passionate Kelsey, I think, made. She saw a French YouTuber. There's this French YouTuber who makes also stuff in English. And she made this octagon shirt. And then Passionate Kelsey saw the video and made herself one. And then that blew up because this other girl wasn't getting a lot of views. So Passionate Kelsey made her sweater. And then everybody went over, and Passionate Kelsey led everybody over to her channel.
Make the sweater, okay.
And she blew up this girl's channel.
Let's see. I'm seeing our ponchos.
And I've seen the octagon sweater. It's
a cardigan.
I mean, octagon. Well, it's a shirt. Yeah. I keep saying sweater because to me, anything made out of yarn is a sweater. But you're right, Ronald. It's a shirt.
Lesbian.
I've seen it because I've been tempted by it myself.
How long ago was this? Where is it? Was it recent?
Yeah, it was like a couple months ago, I think.
But it's a shirt, like it's closed on the front. It's not open like a cardigan. I'm sorry, I'm truly derailed.
No, it's open like a cardigan.
Oh, okay. Hang on, because I was looking for something different.
It's like a hexagon one.
Here we go. Let's make another octagon shirt.
I just got the same video when I searched octagon shirt.
Well, I didn't search octagon shirt. I just went to Passionate Kelsey's page.
But the original creator of it is Drama Crochet. Her English channel. Are you pulling it up?
Oh, I've got it on my phone. I was just gonna hold my phone.
Oh, you were just okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's drama crochet.
I'm scrubbing to the end so I can see.
But yeah, it's open.
Okay, yeah, because when I hear shirt, I think like a t-shirt, like closed. I don't think like open.
Yeah,
Oh, that is cute though.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like
So
it.
I'm tempted to make one myself.
I wonder if Wayne would wear one of those if I made one.
He might.
Yeah, because the boy really only wears like button-up shirts like ever.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm wondering if he would like one of those.
But
Ooh,
could you get him? Could you get him to wear? Uh, I don't want to call it what people call it colloquially, an A shirt under it.
like a tank top.
Yeah, you can call it a tank top.
Yeah, I was like, what people call it colloquially, and I'm like, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, just tank top. I mean, he wears t-shirts under his button-ups. I don't think
Okay.
he owns any tank tops, but I could probably yeah.
Yeah, I'm tempted by it, but I would want to make it not in a worsted weight though, because
Ooh,
I really want it to have a flow.
Miles says to answer your question, they are carrying cotton cakes. No wonder they're expensive. 250 grams each. Oof. Cotton is pricey.
Well, it
Okay.
depends on what kind of cotton you buy, because Karen
Every
cotton cakes from Michael's are $9. Well, $9 on sale,
yeah.
$13 regular price.
Ooh. So it's 13.80. You bought
Yeah,
3 of them. You spent like $40. 60% cotton, 40% acrylic for some light. Ooh, okay. Yeah, because I don't like working with straight cotton, but a cotton blend is actually pretty nice because it's got a little bit of stretch and give to it. Ronald says he
yeah.
paid regular price. Goodness.
No coupon code for you, huh?
Not in my
Oh yeah,
book.
that color is nice.
Anyway, we need to keep
It's a
rolling
bluish
along.
color.
We need to keep
Yes,
rolling
we
along. We got
do.
held up. It's already 12:16.
Yep. Um, oh, the only other thing I wanted to mention quickly in the yarn inspirations, I'm not the yarn inspirations, in the yarn and crafty thoughts, is that I went to try to find when I was looking to see if the quilt motif yarn was actually corner to corner. I
Mm-hmm.
went on YouTube because I thought surely Yarn Inspirations
Has posted somebody.
has some influencers that they're sponsoring that has already crocheted this stuff up. I couldn't find a single video. I also could not find a video for the grande ones or the petite ones or the easy stripes, the red heart easy stripes, the super bulky that they just came out with. I couldn't find any videos for any of them.
Can we pause for just a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Red Heart, Yarn Inspirations, Lion Brand, all of you different yarn companies, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, maybe. Send us yarn. Send us emails. But contact us somehow. We crochet all the time. We knit even. Send us something so that we will be the videos for you. We are out here. Are you out here trying to reach into the Black and queer community? Because that's what we will do for you. We will reach into those communities. We will be your voice. Come and contact us. And I'm going to stop now. We're done.
So I'm just hoping somebody puts out some videos soon so I can see what the yarn looks like. Cause I'm still thinking about getting some of that easy stripe to make some bedroom slippers. So we got 15 minutes left.
Let's just go over all your shower thoughts because you got a lot.
Do I?
Yes.
Sure.
First things first, you love AI summaries. Are you talking about the Google AI summaries?
Yeah, we're supposed to hate I, but I like the summaries. No, like when you go, not when you go on Google and they do a summary on the top, because I've heard people say that they get wrong information that way. So I'm suspicious of that. So I still scroll down and look for actual articles or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm talking about like in particular on Amazon.
Oh yes, I do
when
like
I
those.
when I look down at the reviews of a certain
And it's like,
project and
some people said that
they have
this shirt falls
summarized
apart, but other people commend its softness.
exactly, they summarize across the top.
Yes.
That I like that.
Yeah, because
And
that saves
maybe
a
I
lot
shouldn't
of
like
time.
that, but I don't think they're paying a human to summarize that. So can I go ahead and like that, please?
Yeah, that saves a lot of time because you used to have to really scour to make sure that you were buying something worthwhile. But I do also enjoy that.
Yeah, I like that. Ari wants you to mention a Back to Dawn game. What is
Yes,
that?
there is a game on Game Pass that he wanted me to play with you. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to pull it
While
up.
you're looking for that, Ronald says Woobles is about to piss me off. This is the second box in a row that has me making two flat pieces, then sew them together and stuff.
Ooh, therefore beginners. So Back to Dawn is on Xbox. It reminds me of what's the game Backbone with the animals where you were the
Oh, the
detective.
one that they call Tales Noir
That's what
now.
they call Tales Noir now. It's similar. You're also like it's also like anthropomorphic animal people. But this is where I don't know if you will like it or not because we are in a prison and trying to like I think we're gonna
Prison. You said
break.
prison.
Yes,
Prison.
yes,
I skip prison books, but
I
yeah.
knew it. But I think we're trying to like break out of the prison maybe and like talking to people. So it's a lot of I'm just gonna keep pulling things up on my phone. But it's a lot of like first of all, it's pixel art, which you already hate. Um but
But it's the more detailed pixel art that I
yeah.
don't hate as much.
But we're trying to like break out and like get information talking to people and all kinds of stuff. Ari says that he's playing it and he really loves it.
The look is interesting.
I didn't
The
know
look
if
is
you would like
interesting.
the subject matter, but I mean, I'm willing to play it because it's on Game Pass. And if we don't play it together, I'll probably play it by myself.
Well, I mean, I still feel like for those who don't know, on Fridays on Twitch, Artemis on her Twitch channel, we play games on Friday mornings. I am of the firm belief that we should just go through a bunch of different demos, like
Yeah.
a different demo every week.
Oh yeah, I didn't think we were gonna play the whole thing, but we could like play the.
But if you want to try the beginning of that game, I'm willing to sit through it. I have a crochet hook or some yarn to wind.
Ari says there's two characters. One is a journalist, and the other one's undercover.
I mean, I'm willing to take a look at it since Ari recommended it.
Espionage.
I try not to be rude. I try if people recommend things to me, I try to at least.
But also,
chance.
Truly wild that Ari is recommending anything when he refuses to get a Twitch and actually watch us on Friday. So. Just
okay, my other shower thought. I don't care about good customer service.
Which is wild. I put an emoji next to that because what do you even mean? I need
what I mean by that is, I mean, I don't want people to be actively rude to me. But what I define as actively rude is different than what other people define as actively rude. Right now, there is a bunch of discourse about Gen Z workers, which is the age of your brothers and sisters. Not being all happy and how can I help you here? Let me recommend this on the menu, blah, 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 when people come in.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Gen Z cashiers not being chatty with you when they're checking you out. I don't want you to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want I've said for years, even before the whole generation discourse, I don't want the waitresses to talk to me. I mean, I'm not going to be rude to them if they do talk to me. I have as an introvert, I have developed as an introvert, a Gen X introvert who has come of age during a time where we didn't have all this awareness of, oh, you know, some people have social anxiety, and so you need to be respectful of the fact that maybe they don't want to talk to you and all this stuff. No, I came of age of, you need to get over yourself and get out there. And not that I'm saying it's right, but that's the world that I was thrown into. So I learned to say, okay, the role I am playing today is the role of a woman who likes to talk to people and wants to chat with the waitress. And so I play that
Not cosplaying a chatty woman.
Yes. So I play that role when I am out in the world. That's not what I want to do. But I play that role when I am out in the world.
That's how I feel anytime I have to ride an Uber or a Lyft. If I get in the car, I'm like, thank you for picking me up, and I do not want any other words after that. I do not want to talk to you.
Exactly. I say thank you to the Lyft driver when I'm getting out. But, you know, other than that, I don't, you know, if they talk to me, I will make an effort to, like, you know, if they start talking to me and it looks like they're trying to hold a conversation, then it's like, okay, Dani is leaving the car, and here is the woman who likes to chat. And Dani can come back when we get out of the car. That's the only way I can get through that, is just have a split personality. But really, if I walk, also, in particular, I'm thinking of a video that I saw where they were showing millennial versus Gen Z, and it's like somebody who has walked up to the register at like a Dunkin' Donuts type place. And, you know, the person walks up and it's like, I'd like a bagel, please. And the millennial person is like, well, how would you like that? Or which flavor bagel would you like? And the Gen Z person is just looking at you like, because
I need more information.
Exactly. And then there's like, and then the customer has to say, well, what kind of bagels do you have? And the board is right above her head. And the millennial person's like, oh, well, we have the everything bagel, or we have this, or we have that. Which one would you prefer? I really like the blah, blah, blah. And the Gen Z person is like, we've got them on the board.
I feel like I'm a split between the two of those. Because if you're being silly, which is what was happening in that video. If you are being silly and you're like, hey, I'd like a bagel. Okay, what kind of bagel would you like? Because I have to have that information to put it in. And they're like, well, what kind of bagels do you have? I'm going to say, they're all listed right here if you want to take a look.
Exactly. I don't want to have to talk to people. And I also have this thing, because I am somewhat of an introvert, or maybe people will call it social anxiety. I don't know what they call it these days. But I have this fear of being out in public and looking like I don't know how to do the things that everybody else knows how to do. Which is magnified by the fact that I really don't leave the house anymore. So when I do go out, things are different now when I go out.
Oh, I will all the time, like, when
So I go to the register because I have a fear of looking like, oh, she doesn't know how to be an adult. She doesn't know how to do what all the other adults are doing. I make sure I've looked at the menu. I know what I want on the menu. I walk up to the place and say, I'd like the everything bagel with extra cream cheese, please, and I'd like a small latte with blah 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 cream in it. Thank you. And I'd like this to go, please. I give them everything that I know they need to know, because I don't want to look like I don't know how coffee shops work. You know. And
I should roll with it.
Because it's not so bad now, but there was a period of time that I was telling your father that made it worse, where when everybody's cards were going over to like the chip cards, and there was a period of time where you could either tap your card or stick your card in the bottom thing and let it sit, or slide the card. Well, see, I don't go out that often, so last time I went out, all the machines were swipe. There was no
Yeah.
tap. There was no clunk. And then around here, a lot of places were having trouble getting up to speed.
Yeah, so
then
it's
there
even
was
longer.
so like there was a tap. So like we had the tap cards from our bank, but half the places their tap didn't work or
Yeah.
their clunk didn't work. And
You
so
had to
and
switch anyway.
then you have to swipe, and then I forget which end of the card. Do I swipe this end or do I swipe this end? So then I do a little chatty thing with the person at the register, just to be jokey, to try to cover up the fact that I don't know how to use the machine.
Oh, I will do that truly all the time.
So I fully put on, oh, silly me, old lady who doesn't know how to use technology. Which way do I do the thing with the card? Because I'm my husband does all the shopping. I don't know how to, and then they tell me how to do the card. And they tell me how to do the card because I feel uncomfortable with it.
I will truly do that same thing if I mess up at work. Like if I'm doing something and I because we have all these apps on our tablet in Men's Warehouse that we have to go to, and I might go to the wrong app, or I just got their information but didn't save it correctly, so I've got to get all their information again, and I'll be like, I am so sorry, I messed up. I need to have a coffee. I haven't had a coffee today, knowing full well I have already finished a coffee. My brain just is not working. And I'm like, sorry, yeah, I need a coffee today. And they're like, I don't know how you're getting by with that coffee. We'll talk while I'm going in and frantically fixing the thing and yeah. And I used to have a manager at Waffle House that anytime she would mess up, anytime that she was serving people and she would mess up, she's like, so sorry, I've only been here a week. Like, girl, you've been working here for 6 months. You are a manager. But she would if they're new people that she knows don't know her, she's like, sorry, I'm still new.
The last thing, really quick, have you heard of the latest gig service called Poplin?
No, what is that? It sounds like a flower.
I don't know why I didn't think of. They have gig services for everything. I don't know why I didn't think they'd have a gig service for this. It's taking in. It's what they used to call back in the old days taking in laundry. My parents used to use a laundry service when I was 7 or 8. Where you sit the bag by the door, they pick it up, they wash and fold your clothes, put the bag back by your door.
Where has this been the entire time that we've been going to the laundromat?
And so now they have it. So now you can become, just like you can become a Lyft driver, you can become a Poplin person and go pick up people's stinky clothes and
pick them up, bring them to my house, wash them, and then drop them back off.
Yes.
Because as someone who is about to acquire a new washing machine and dryer, did I tell you that? That we're getting a washing machine and dryer?
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, our downstairs neighbor is moving out, and I am still blown away because she is only asking $100 total for the washing machine and dryer.
Well, it's cheaper than her trying to move it.
Yeah. But still, I didn't think we were ever going to have a washer and dryer. But yeah, so now it's as soon to be the new owner of a washer and dryer, I could maybe be picking up people's laundry. But also, I don't know if I want to pick up other people's laundry.
Yeah, I don't want to pick up either. I looked at the service and I saw a review because there was a guy who normally he reviews all the different DoorDash. His channel is called something like Pete the Driver or something, and he does all the Uber he does all the Uber and the Lyft, and he also does the Grubhub and the DoorDash and the Instacart and he does any kind of gig. He does a lot of the gig things that you drive to and stuff.
I'm listening, but a package just got delivered.
And so he briefly went out of his normal thing and did Poplin. And when I looked up Poplin, turns out there's more than one. There's not just Poplin. There's another one called Hamper without the E, just HAMPR. And there's a third one that I can't remember the name of. But yeah, he was like, yeah, it's, I've got the smell of people's dirty laundry in my house.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Because
he said it wasn't he said it wasn't it wasn't like, oh, somebody pooped in their pants and just left it in the basket or something. It's just general, people's general funk is different from your general funk. And so now it's in your house. You know, you're used to what your funk smells like.
Yes.
So I'm used to my funk. I'm used to my husband's funk. So, I mean, I recognize that it's, you know, body odor, but it's not as off-putting as if I went to somebody else's house and smelled their funk. And it's not necessarily that they're stinkier than me. It's just there's a different funk
body smells, yeah,
that I'm not used to. And you get that all up in your house and in your car. What? Oh, is that more? Oh, your atomizers.
Yes. They came in just in time for me to switch it over. And they sell them. So the one that's most popular is 3 little black ones. But if I put my 3 perfumes in 3 little black bottles, how do I know which one's which without smelling it?
Yeah. Nice. So you'll be able to put the perfume you bought into that.
I believe so. We're about to find out.
So while you're putting that in there, I will briefly tell you I watched more of I know it does look like lipstick. I watched more of
the anime?
Apothecary Diaries. Your sister and I what? Oh, so neat. Oh, that's neat.
That's huge.
Bye, Ari.
Bye.
Have fun beating sabers later. But one of the things I was telling your sister, we watched like 4 or 5 more episodes on thing. And one of the things I was telling your sister is that what I really like about so far about the Apothecary Diaries is that the main character is named Mao Mao, and the guy who kind of runs the section where she's working is called Jinshi.
Mm-hmm.
And she's 17 years old. I don't know how old Jinshi is. And Jinshi has decided that he has a bit of a crush on her. And what is that?
It's a little pipette.
Oh, okay. And she doesn't care. She grew up in the pleasure district. Okay, so she grew up around courtesans, is a nice way to say it. Mm-hmm. She grew up around sex workers. And there's a person there who was trying to convince her to be a sex worker. And she's like, no, I'm fine working for the apothecary. And she goes to work in the palace. That looks nice. She goes to work in the palace.
So I know you're not streaming, right?
We're still streaming. Oh. We're finishing up.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I wouldn't have interrupted if I thought you were streaming.
It's okay. I love you, Dani.
I love you so much. I miss you today.
I miss you. Sorry, continue.
But he, so basically what I like is that Mao Mao is not feeling Jinshi. It's like she recognizes objectively that he is good looking and that other girls would probably fall out for him, but she can't be bothered. Mm-hmm. And he'll get all up close on her and like whisper in her ear, and she's like, back the F up. And I just like the fact that
she's not automatically falling for him.
Exactly, because I read a lot of romance novels where they start, oh, Ronald won't be beating sabers with y'all.
Ronald! Now you're good.
But I read a lot of romance novels where they start out in the beginning and she's like, I'm not feeling him. And she tells him she's not feeling him. But her inner monologue is like,
but secretly I love him.
Oh, he is so hot. I'm just not worthy of him. But on the outside, she acts like she's not feeling him. Mm-hmm. You know, which is kind of annoying. Or she'll even on her inner monologue and outwardly say, I'm not feeling him. And then 10 pages later, she's falling in his bed. And I'm like,
what happened?
Could you not hold out? I mean, I'm reading the romance, so I know people are going to end up together, but can you hold out longer? I want you to hold out longer. And so like this, I'm like 2/3 of the way through the first season, which has like 24 episodes. And so I If at some point she starts to fall for him, then okay. Because she went through several episodes not caring two licks about him. You know, telling him back the F up.
Mm-hmm.
So
she did her time, and now if they like each other after that, then it's okay.
yeah, exactly. Why is it not on here?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, it's not showing up.
So, if anybody
So you're putting your cologne in there.
Yes. They gave me a little pipette, but I have my own pipettes because I do craft things. But I just grabbed my own. Because I don't want to use the same pipette for 3 different colognes. Because in my head, if I do that, then
they'll start to mix.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to do that. So I just grabbed my own pipette, which I had planned to do anyway. So, looking at the bottles, I have fully filled up the little atomizer bottle, and they used up about half of my little splash bottle. Mm-hmm. So one of these atomizer bottles will take up half the splash bottle, which is pretty good, honestly. Mm-hmm. That means that this is a decent sized little atomizer.
Now, are you going to keep up with which cologne you put in which atomizer?
Yes, because I'm doing them color codedly.
So how are you going to color code your bottle?
Well, this bottle is green, and so I put the Earl Grey tea in it because the label on the Earl Grey tea is green. He makes me think of
so
green.
It's going to be green and green. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if there's anything on the bottle that's going to remind you that you put it in.
Well, they also, because remember I said the one that's most popular is the black ones. I'm like, why would you have 3 little black bottles instead of having? They've got little labels.
Oh, they do have labels. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so I can put a label on. I think I'll probably put the little circle label on the bottom.
Cool. Cool. Ronald's like, it's time for rock music.
It is. Let me switch to, but we don't do rock music over here anymore. We just do we go back to the busy city. But I want to, okay, how did I put it back in?
Yeah, the rock music on this place is not as nice.
Okay, let's see if the atomizer will work.
You might have to prime it a minute. There we go. I saw that.
Oh, and it feels so much better sprayed. Oh, but it smells better, but it also just smells more like, this absolutely smells like a cologne that my dad has. This absolutely smells like a cologne that my papa has. But I've got my little Earl Grey, and
so you're gonna put the little circle sticker on the bottom and maybe write EG for Earl Grey or something.
Yep. I could probably, because I've got my little fine liner marker, so I could probably fit a little Earl Grey written in there for it small enough. But yeah, so my atomizers came in and it works, and now I can spray my cologne instead of doing the little dab.
Cool.
Yes. And these are, how much liquid are you allowed to carry on? We're not flying.
I know. I keep catching myself going, okay, now how am I going to pack my bag tightly enough to go on the plane and stuff? And then it's like, wait a minute, I don't need to get special shoes for the airport. We're not flying.
This is the first time that I've been so excited that we're not flying. Because I keep
not flying.
10-hour drive, and I'm like, we're gonna be driving forever. And they just hit me that I don't have to go wait in an airport. I don't have to worry about tucking my bag under a chair. I don't have to worry about, do I have extra secret lotion in my bag that I forgot about? We're not flying.
And hopefully, you and Ari aren't opposed to making stops for bathroom trips.
No, I think we factored it in.
What'd you say?
We kind of factored it in.
Okay, good.
Because we still need to go back and get all the logistics, but it's going to be me driving for 4 hours, Ari driving for 4 hours, and then Tyler driving for 2 hours. And I think I mentioned it to Ari, but I need to mention it again because one of my friends said, instead of one of you driving for half and the other one driving for half, just switch every 2 hours, and that will be built-in bathroom breaks as well.
Okay.
So
sounds
like
good.
I drive for 2 hours, and then maybe Tyler drives for an hour, and then Ari drives for 2 hours, and then Tyler drives for maybe another hour, and then I drive, and then yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, say bye to the people.
Goodbye, people. We are ending. Oh, like, subscribe, comment, send emails to Red Heart and Lion Brand that they need to be sending us yarn.
Don't do that.
Send the email.